I am so proud of you. And I wanted to acknowledge every single one of you making it to phase 3. And that's a big deal. And I don't care if you guys messed up, slipped up. The point is that you are still right here. And that's what matters. You're showing up even when it gets hard. Some of you have been so committed. And that in itself is a huge win. I want you to think back to day 1. Think how intimidating this was. Think about it. Some of us had a lot of bloating, a lot of exhaustion, frustration with your body, just it's not responding. So many of us had that. And now look at you, ladies. So many of you say you're feeling lighter. Some of you are losing weight, even on the same macros and calories you were eating before this challenge. And that is kind of blowing everybody's mind, right? How is that happening and why is it happening? And that's what I want to dig into a little bit tonight. Here's why you're seeing results now that you weren't seeing before. It's not just about macros and calories. And I know some of you are a little stunned. And when I learned more about gut health, I was too. I thought calories are calories. No, they are not. You might be eating the same amount of food and yet you're losing weight, even though your body wasn't budging before. Why? Well, it's not magic. It's really not magic. It's science. It's just science. Here's what's going on. Your gut is healing. And before this challenge, your gut was probably inflamed. Your gut was not digesting, nor it wasn't absorbing nutrients well, and it wasn't eliminating properly. So when your gut is inflamed, it's in a state of stress. Your body holds on to everything, water, fat, waste, and it's because your body is just in survival mode. And now we've stripped out the foods that are causing inflammation. And I want you to hear that. Why is it happening? We're stripping out foods that cause inflammation. Those are gluten, dairy, sugar, all that processed junk that we thought wasn't going to cause us not to lose weight, that we thought, this surely isn't making me stall, right? But it did. And your body now is just starting to release. It's starting to release all of those poisons, all of those toxins that it had to deal with basically every day. And you're not holding on to all the water that you were holding on to. You're not bloated like you were. And your digestion, man, I like to say it's waking up. It's starting to wake up and move. And did you know when you eat like this, ladies, one of the biggest things I hear from you ladies when coming on is my hormones, I believe it's my hormones. My hormones are a wreck. I believe I can't lose weight because of my hormones. And did you know that? That can be very true. And what you're doing in this gut health challenge is helping balance your hormones. Did you know that? When you're eating foods that spike your blood sugar or disrupt your gut, your hormones are all over the place. Insulin, cortisol, and even your thyroid. And right now, your body is getting consistent, steady nutrition. And that's why you've got to stick with this. Okay? You've got to stick with it for now, not forever. Your blood sugar isn't spiking and crashing. Your hormones are finding their rhythm. And when your hormones are stable, that's when your body can release fat. So if you thought, hey, some of this weight gain and some of this fat not coming off of me because of my hormones, if you're losing weight now and you're on the same macros and calories, that explains it. When you go through this gut health challenge and you start eating these whole, real, healthy foods that really, honestly, God intended for us to eat, your body will start absorbing nutrients again. So when your gut is inflamed, like it was before you came on this challenge, when it's inflamed, has a really hard time absorbing those nutrients. So even if you're eating the right amount of food, your body wasn't getting what it needed. Wow. You could be eating healthy food, listen to me, and not absorbing what you need out of that food because of the inflammation in your body caused by all the crap, all the chemicals, all the things we've been putting in our body. And now that we have less inflammation, our gut can actually absorb those nutrients. It can absorb the protein much easier, the fiber for your digestion and for your gut health, right? Feed those good little gut bacteria. And you can absorb the vitamins that you need for energy. Some of you said, wow, I have a lot of energy. And some of you in the beginning said, wow, I have no energy. And it's because you're detoxing. So right now, your metabolism is really waking up, ladies. And your cells are actually getting fed, maybe for the first time in a long time. And I just want to hear from some of you ladies because your stories, man, some of the stuff that you have shared, it's so powerful. And they have inspired me. They've inspired other ladies in the group. And I want to hear them because it's going to remind us why we're doing this. So, who wants to share? Who has experienced weight loss or feeling lighter despite eating the same macros and calories as before?
I will. That's
Okay.
just Jamie.
Do you care if I share a little bit about what you've been going through?
You can share it all.
Okay. So Jamie has been having a hard time losing weight and for quite some time. And we have really battled it. We've taken carbs up, carbs down, calories up, calories down, changed workouts, hit macros consistently, fiber consistently. And I will tell you this, Jamie is really solid. To be really honest, she's really solid with her macros, calories, and fiber. So, Jamie, what has happened since being on this gut health challenge with you?
So I've lost 4 pounds. So that's something. I feel so much less bloated. At least, when I get undressed and I'm in the bathroom or something, my stomach doesn't feel like it's sticking out. I did get those probiotics that you were talking about, but I still am having the constipation diarrhea, and it's every day and it's all day. And whenever I go to the restroom, I don't know which one I'm gonna have. So, so that's that. But I just started that probiotic just 2 nights ago. So I'm hoping that that will help. I'm also eating a lot more fresh produce,
Mhm.
which I was not before. I was eating produce, but it was frozen. And I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but it's going great. And I'm loving the food.
Good. That's shocking.
Yeah, yeah.
When I
It took
start,
it took me a little bit. I had to figure out some things that I like and things that I don't like, but I'm liking it. It's going good.
good. That's
Yes.
awesome. Well, to see you lose 4 pounds in just a couple weeks has been wow. You
Yeah.
couldn't move that scale at all. Not really even a pound for a long time.
Mm-mm. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
And your body would let you gain weight,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It
but it
likes to
wouldn't let you
gain.
lose. And
No.
she would gain and we couldn't lose it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So what
Well,
did
we went up on calories,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
yeah, and then we went back down on calories, and I couldn't lose the weight.
No.
Yeah.
Still
So
couldn't lose.
nope. Nope. Nope.
We've tried every trick out there and
Yeah.
this for you. So that means that tells you a lot. That means you had some gut health that needed worked on, Jamie. Thank you so
Thank,
much for sharing.
thank you.
Hey, Allie, this is Cindy. Can you hear me?
Hey.
I just want to say, like Jamie, I also was stuck and I wasn't losing weight. I've lost 4 pounds also. So that's super exciting. And my face is like clearer. I've noticed my skin looks better, feels better. So, and I have
Good.
less bloating and less inflammation. And I was like depressed and stressed. I'm a federal employee and it's been tough for us. It was very stressful the last 2, 3 months. So I kind of fell into a depression. But eating this way, I love it. I absolutely love it. I feel so much better. I'm sleeping better too.
That's awesome. Yeah, when you get your gut in order, your face will start clearing up.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that neat? That's awesome.
Yes.
That's part of your healing. So whenever your gut is messed up, it's inflamed. It causes inflammatory responses all throughout your body. And that's what causes even major disease is inflammation. So I'm so glad you've done this. And here's the cool thing. I know you've been through a lot of stress. And when we go through a lot of stress with changes in our life, the first thing we want to grab is just trash. We don't want to nurture our bodies. We're just, give me this, give me that. Just stop, get some drive through. Chocolate sounds great. And we stress eat and we don't want to take care of ourselves. So we're actually doing the opposite. We're actually making the stress on our body worse. And it really affects us even more emotionally when our gut is disturbed. There's what they call the brain gut connection. And I'm going to tell you, if our gut is messed up, they've done a lot of studies on people with chronic depression and their gut is not healthy. And so fixing that can actually help us not to be depressed, to be in that negative state. And maybe some of you are experiencing that as well. A more positive attitude, less like a depression kind of thing. A lot of times I've fueled my body the wrong way and I've made my mental state just worse, much worse. So thank you for sharing that. That is so important. Thank you, Cindy. All right, who else wants to share? Alyssa, go ahead, girl.
So my dad just moved to hospice. So I've been in hospitals and like I've had to go get Wendy's for the kids and then looked at those Frosties and thought, oh my gosh. But I just get my stuff that you say and then I come home and then I feel nourished and supported and able to take care of him and take care of my mom and take care of my kids. And I love the food. Like I was reading this recipe and a couple of things don't fit. I could care less. Like, I don't even need spicing right now because of this, because it feels so nurturing. I was like, oh, I don't need the garlic or the soy sauce, any of that. Like, I'll just do it. It's such a great feeling. And I've dropped 7 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think a lot of it. I love wine. So I think wine was a part of it. And I've been able to work out less. So now I'm getting up early mornings to meditate and stretching and focusing like on planking or something that is meditative because I'm not doing 3 days a week of weightlifting, just walking. But I just feel so nourished. And look, if I can plank and meditate, and I've never made this sirloin steak. I'm so excited.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Look at you. That is great. So proud of you. 7 pounds. Wow. You look glowing too, girl.
Got all the broken out skin and the gut thing. Like this always is swollen on me since my children. It's like when I feel so full after our meals, I'm like, oh no, this thing's going to be crazy. It's not. It's like muscle and healthy. It's so weird. So cool.
That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That is amazing.
I find that really inspiring, everybody. And I mean, Alyssa losing like 7 pounds, that's incredible. I think I've lost like 3 or 4 myself. I don't think I've been this light, feeling like in a long time. Like it's just a lightness. And I mean, I'm eating like I feel like I'm eating like stupid amounts of food in a sense. I'm just mentally trying to get my head around a different way of eating. And I think I had expressed this at the beginning that I feel like I'm learning how to eat again, which sounds ridiculous, but I just haven't been eating properly. And it's not like I've been eating McDonald's all the time. I'm not that kind of person that drinks Coke and eats McDonald's, but I haven't been eating meat. I haven't been getting protein. I've been so, I think, malnourished for so long. The recipes are fantastic. And the first week I was really kind of in sync with the recipes. The second week I kind of got a little discombobulated, but I was still trying to stay within the foods that were suggested. So like if it called for turkey, I might have beef, or if it called for something, I might have a piece of fish. Like, but I was still having the quinoa or the sweet potato, or like just incorporating that kind of food. I find it delicious as well. I find the meals delicious. I find when the plate is put together. It looks amazing and it tastes good and it's fulfilling. My appetite has increased. I thought I was a big eater, but my appetite has increased. Like it's crazy, really, the amount of food that I can eat right now. And
Can we look at your calories and you were having over 2,000 calories and losing weight last couple of weeks?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was easily like eating more calories than I was supposed to be, but I was hungry. Like I thought I'm hungry. Like I need to feed my body. I wasn't feeding it junk. I would grab a half of an orange or piece of kiwi or whatever, like an egg or whatever. But yeah, like I've lost like 4 pounds too. And I mean, for me, I don't really know how I know if I'm detoxing. Like, how do I know if I'm actually doing that?
Well, you are because you're eating the right foods. That's how you know. And also, your body's having a reaction that you've not had. Look at your body. It is asking you for more calories. Your nutrition hasn't been what it should have been, and you aren't getting the nutrients that you needed. And now that your body's getting it, it's asking you for it. And girlfriend, you aren't gaining weight and you're eating more calories probably than you've eaten in a really long time.
Yeah. I mean, I could eat like a big plate of spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that, like no problem. Or I could have like half a loaf of sourdough bread or whatever. But eating like this, but not consistently and not, listening to the portions and weighing food out and getting like 6 ounces or 7 ounces or 5 ounces of protein was never something that I ever did. So I was really nervous about doing this because I have a hard time following recipes and like following something to the T like that. But when you came on last time, you were like, we don't need to complicate it. Don't complicate it. So that tonight I was like rushing to get home to have dinner. I was eating as the meeting was started. And I'm like, what am I going to have tonight? I have to eat something decent. I have nothing in the fridge. I have nothing ready, but I have to eat something good. So I just picked up a piece of fish and then I had some broccoli and some quinoa and some avocado and I put something together. And now I feel good that I ate well.
Yeah. That's
Instead of
awesome.
like just grabbing whatever, Mary Brown's fried chicken or whatever. Like I feel good that I didn't do that, that I made the effort. The meals are really quite straightforward once we know what we're doing, right?
Yeah, 100%. You know what? Thank you for sharing that. That's such a great testimony. Some of you are getting hungry, just like Mona for the first time in a long time, really hungry, eating a lot of food and going, woo, why am I not bloating? Why am I not holding weight if I'm eating all this food and losing weight, losing 4 pounds in 2 weeks? Wow, good stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. So, ladies, do you have any cravings or are you surprised that some of your cravings have gone away? Has anybody experienced that?
Yes, I have, Allie. No cravings, which is crazy because I was always craving sugar.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
So, you know what that means too, Cindy? You have good gut bacteria and bad ones, and the bad ones crave that sugar like that.
definitely.
So, what that means is you're nourishing the good gut bacteria and you're suppressing the bad ones. That's great.
Yeah, I feel great. Thank you.
That's awesome. Do any of you have any foods that you've given up that you shocked that you thought you couldn't give up? I know Alyssa's would be wine, right? Yeah, she did it though. How awesome is that? Anybody else?
Mhm. Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yeah.
But I mean, on the second one, I think it said we could have like a cube or two.
Uh-huh.
So I was really glad that that happened because that's just my main thing is dark chocolate, not milk chocolate, not crappy chocolate, but good quality dark chocolate is my little thing that I like. But so not having it the first week, and I really stayed away from it the second week too, just trying to stay within even closer to the first week than anything, really.
Uh-huh. That's good. Most of us do love chocolate like that. So I feel that way about chocolate as well. We're halfway through this challenge, which I can't believe it. It just seems like it's gone fast to me. And I know some of you are feeling energy. You're feeling lighter in your stomach, like some of you said, flatter belly. That is so cool. But some of you are thinking, what's coming next? Do we just go back to our old lifestyle? Is that how we do it? Is this enough? Have we done enough? Right now, you've done this about 2 weeks. Some of you have done it really well. Some of you have messed up. But I want you to just keep moving forward. Stick with it. Stick with phase 3. Because right here is where your real change, ladies, is going to happen. So if your gut is just now starting to heal in a couple weeks, imagine what another couple weeks will do. All right. I want you to think about that. If your body is just right now getting used to releasing inflammation, what happens if you keep going? Think about that. If your hormones are just now finding their rhythm, they're starting to balance, what could another 2 weeks of consistency do? What could it do for your energy? What could it do for your sleep? What could it do for your mood, right? You didn't come this far to only come this far. Ladies, we're not done yet. So what's going to happen after phase 3? First, we're going to reintroduce foods and we're going to do it strategically. If you go back to eating like you used to eat, oh my gosh, diarrhea, bloating, gas, it's going to be worse than it ever was. Okay, we cannot do that. We have to be strategic with it. The whole point of this challenge isn't to stay here, though. It's not to stay in this restricted food place, right? It's not. So this is only to learn what your body truly thrives on and also what it doesn't tolerate well. And when we start to add those foods back in one at a time, some of those your body won't react to, and others your body will say, oh, heck no. You'll hear those voices of your body, voices where your body is rejecting something. You'll hear it much easier now than you could before. So we're going to add in one food at a time, and we're going to watch for your reactions. We're going to watch for things like bloating, energy dips after you eat. Have you ever had that feeling where you're just like, whew, I'm tired? We're going to look for that. We're going to look for mood swings. We're going to look for cravings. So your body is talking to you. And right now we're just learning how to listen. And we're going to continue that as we move forward, adding those foods in. We're going to really listen to our body. Some of you have said in the past, Allie, I just have gas and bloating when I eat dairy. I don't think I'm really allergic to it. I've heard that so many times. Not everyone has a reaction to dairy. But I will tell you this, if you're having bloating and gas and things like that, I want you to take those signs as really serious. Because inflammation, ladies, inflammation is what causes our bodies to get sick. Cancer, heart disease, all of these things, arthritis, all of it linked to inflammation. And inflammation comes from what we do to our bodies and what we put in our bodies. So we're going to learn to listen to our bodies. Maybe some of you really have gluten intolerance and maybe some of you don't. You got to listen to that if you do. So for those of you ladies who are seeing weight loss, we're going to talk about how to maintain that as we move forward with adding these foods back into our lives. All right. We don't want to be backsliding and going back to where our bodies are just locked up and not able to lose that weight. And it's not just about what you eat, ladies. It's about how you move. And it's also about how you manage stress. So before we wrap up, I want you to think about how far that you've come. You've already proven that your body can respond. Some of you thought, there's something wrong with me. I can't get over this. But you're proving your body can respond, that it can really release the weight, that it can get rid of bloat and inflammation. But that's when you give it the right fuel, okay? You've proven to yourself, listen to me, that you can change your habits. You know, some of you said, Allie, I just like those protein bars so much. I just don't want to give them up. And we put all this food, and notice I'm doing air quotes because we're calling it food. But I want you to think back about what our ancestors lived on since the beginning of mankind. And in the last 100 years, or even less, how we've changed our food to become these chemically engineered products, and how obesity and sickness and disease is on the rise, and especially in America. And it's sad that oh my gosh, we're a rich nation, really. And we're one of the sickest nations. So you've proven that you can change your habits. I hope you've built some belief in yourself, some confidence in yourself to change the way you eat. Some of you are eating more whole foods maybe than you ever remember eating. Some of you are eating more protein, and all of us are eating less junk. And you're learning how to read your body's signals. You know, just like our car gives us signals, oil light, low, or change your oil, or your tires are low. Our bodies signal us. This is not on some dash with gauges or whatever it might be, electronic readouts now. We don't listen. And we need to listen. Our body is signaling us all the time. And listen, if you can do all this in just 2 weeks, I want you to think about what you can do in the next 2 weeks. So I want to challenge you as we head into phase 3. I want you to commit fully. All right. Even if you've been half in the past, I want you to go all in. If you've been slipping on your water, I want you to get it in. All right. Get your water in. It's important. If you've been skipping your meals or your snacks or not hitting your protein, I want you to get it in. If you've been hiding from your scale, ladies, check in. Quit being afraid of the scale. Don't beat yourself up because of the scale. And listen, if you've been feeling proud of what you've done, I want you to celebrate that. One of the things I want us ladies to do is celebrate our victories. Look at what you've done. Instead of focusing on, I could have done a little bit better over here. Girlfriend, you're changing your life. You're not going to be perfect. Celebrate what you've done. You deserve that celebration. You deserve to feel good about yourself. Oh my gosh, be so proud of yourself. And I'm so proud of you ladies for being here tonight and for doing this, for being in this group, and for showing up for yourself. Listen, we're on phase 3 officially today. And I realize I just got phase 3 stuff out to you last night. So you probably won't be starting that today. But listen, you're ready for it. You've got this. Just keep pushing. You're winning. Listen to me. You are winning. Keep winning. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep showing yourself what's possible. All right? Go all in on you. And I cannot wait to hear more about your wins in the group. I want you to put them in the group because people need to hear them. And here's the thing. It's not just for other people. It's for you. It's for you to remember what you've done. You know, how you've overcome temptations. Moni even went to a concert and handled it. I mean, how cool is that? It's time to celebrate yourself, not beat yourself up anymore. Quit that. You know, find beautiful things about you. See your strengths. Share them in the group. Celebrate each other. Celebrate each other. And keep reminding yourself why you even started this. You're not just restoring your gut. You're reclaiming your body. You're reclaiming your health and even your confidence in yourself. So I'm so proud of you, ladies. I'm so proud of every single one of you. You know, I always tell you, you're not the normal 40-year-old. You're not the normal 50-year-old. You're not the normal 60-year-old or 70-year-old. You are different. And this kind of different, ladies, it's beautiful. You're out there fighting for yourself and believing in yourself and pushing when it's hard and making yourself even do things you don't necessarily like. And it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Look at what you're doing. It's an accomplishment. You should be so proud of yourself. So proud. I love you, ladies. Have a great night. And thank you so very much for joining me.